My name is Jessica Gomez. My major when I was a student at Alverno was professional communication. My support was elective studies, and I graduated in May of 2011. Initially, my mom was a student at Alverno. She graduated, I believe, sometime in the early 90s. So she was a psychology student, and she decided to go back to school when she was 42. And she made that decision because my father was diagnosed with leukemia, and he wasn't given like a good prognosis, so they estimated like 2 years, maybe 3, possibly 4 at the most. So she kind of thought to herself that she was going to be a widow, be a single mom, and in order to provide for her baby, she would need to have a better source of income and a better job. So she thought, well, what I need to do, I think, is go to college. She did graduate, and my father was alive to see that, and then ended up living a lot longer than expected, but he did pass away when I was 4. And, as I was growing up, she always encouraged me to go to college. That, I think, too, really inspired me and really made me think about going to Alverno. And I think, too, made me think of Alverno on my list of schools when I was searching, because they had had such a good experience and had such good things to say about Alverno. So I chose Alverno for lots of different reasons, primarily, though, because I really liked the idea of a hands-on learning experience. I liked that it was ability-based. I liked the sense of having like a smaller class size where you can really interact and get to know your classmates and also get feedback from your instructor. I thought that was really nice to have that consistently in a classroom. Well, I came to Alverno right out of high school, so before then I was definitely struggling with trying to make a decision of like where to go to college. I thought a lot about going out of state or going just to a different institution. And then once I came to Alverno, I found that a lot of the friends that I had from high school, our relationships were changing because they were going on to different schools and moving out of the neighborhood that I grew up in, and I felt kind of sad for a while, but I think it kind of pushed me to make new friends and to get involved in new things and to kind of find myself when I began as a college student here. So I really valued the internship class. I think it was really good because it forced me to think about life beyond Alverno and to think like what I wanted to do professionally for a career, because I really struggled with that. I wasn't one of those who knew right away what I wanted to do. It took me a while to figure out what my talents were and what I really enjoyed. When I was trying to get my internship, my resume was ugly. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. So I remember sending it to someone who was a mentor to me while I was a student here. And I think she didn't want to hurt my feelings, but she said to me point blank, you really should take this to career services. So I did, and I met with Jessica May, who I think is still down there, and she helped me like tweak everything and beautify it and really phrase well what my skills were. And as soon as I had that resume together and started to send it out, I started to get bites. I started to get people interested in what I wanted to do and offered me opportunities to grow as a professional. So I think without that, I would have been at a serious disadvantage.